Hi everyone, I hope all of you are fine. Today I am going to explain pollination. What is pollination? The transfer of pollen grains from the anther to the stigma of a flower by various agents is called pollination. The pollen grains are transferred within a plant or from one plant to another plant with the help of wind, water, birds, and insects. These are called the agents of pollination. Pollen grains of grasses, maize, wheat, rice, corn, barley, oats are very light and produced in large quantities. They are carried by wind. A large number of plants are pollinated by insects such as butterflies and bees. Insects are attracted to the flowers by their bright colored petals and their scent. They also visit flowers to drink nectar. While doing so, the pollen grains fall on their bodies and stick to them, which are then transferred to the next flower they visit. Many night blooming flowers are white and scented. Some of these flowers are pollinated by bats, who go in search of night flying insects. Similarly, birds such as hummingbirds drink nectar of flowers and help in transferring the pollen grains. Aquatic plants also have flowers that are pollinated by water. The flowers are unisexual, small, dull, and the pollens are heavy as these are carried by water. In Vallisneria, the male flowers are produced underwater. They break off from the stem and rise to the surface of the water. The female flower floats on the surface and the male flowers cluster around it. The sticky pollen helps in pollination. Now, pollination is the first step in the process of seed formation. The male reproductive cells or gametes are present in the pollen grains that are inside the anther. The female reproductive cells or gametes are present in the ovules contained in the ovary. Now, both the male and the female gametes must come in contact with each other for reproduction to take place. When the anthers mature, they split open and the pollen grains are set free. The pollen grains may fall on the stigma of the same flower in case of bisexual flowers, or they may also be carried to the stigma of another flower belonging to the same kind of plant by the different agents of pollination. Now we will discuss about the two types of pollination. They are self-pollination and cross-pollination. Now what is self-pollination? When the pollen grains from the anther of one flower fall on the stigma of the same flower or of another flower present on the same plant, the process is called self-pollination. Self-pollination is commonly seen in pea flowers. It is also seen in wheat, barley, rice, oats, tomatoes, etc. And what is cross-pollination? When the pollen grains from the anther of one flower are transferred to the stigma of another flower present on a different plant of the same kind. The process is called cross-pollination. And cross-pollination occurs in most flowering plants such as apple, pumpkin, grasses, daffodils, maple, etc. So children, I hope this explanation will help you. Thank you.